Memorial services have been held for some of the Australian victims of the Malaysia Airlines disaster. The tight-knit community of Ironsbury, in Melbourne's outer west, paused yesterday to remember a family of 5 killed on board flight MH17.
Now, the Van den Hende family were on their way home from a holiday in Amsterdam visiting relatives. Children Pierce, Marnix and Margot were aged just 15, 12 and 8.
On the other side of the country, devastated Perth parents Rin Norris and Anthony Maslin attended a public tribute to their 3 children, Mo, Evie and Otis, who were also killed.
Balloons were released after a game played by the Scarborough Junior Football Club. Their son Mo would have been part of the team. So very sad. Waruni and her son Gavin were close friends of the Van den Hende family, as was Tanya Wilmot, who helped organise yesterday's vigil. They join us from Melbourne. And in Perth, we're joined by Scarborough Junior Football Club President Steve Cross. Thank you all very much for your time today. First to you, Waruni, you say you felt total shock when you heard what had happened to your friends. How do you feel now, a few days on?
I was thinking it's still like a dream. I can't believe they're gone. I try to think still they're alive, but they're not gone for really.
It's just a nightmare for everybody here. Gavin, 15-year-old Piers was your best friend, and you say one of the hardest things was that you didn't get to say goodbye. How will you remember your best friend?
I'll remember all the good memories we had together, everything we did together and how close we were.
Tanya, you helped organise yesterday's memorial for the family. It's a tight-knit community. How are people coping? I guess it really helps at times like these to come together, doesn't it?
Absolutely. I think it was really important to bring all the factors of their lives. 5 beautiful people who extended not just through school but their local community and sporting groups, and we wanted to just make sure that there was somewhere that people could come to come together and get to that realisation that it has happened and help their journey moving forward. We've had an overwhelming attendance yesterday. A great team of people put it all together at obviously short notice, but important to do so quickly. And with the help of the team at the Ainsbury Homestead, we had over 700 people come and pay their respects, and it was a time to get together and start the process.
Yeah, it's going to be a long process. Steve, it's hard to imagine what Rin Norris and Anthony Maslin are going through after losing all 3 of their children. Impossible for us to comprehend. Now, it must have taken great strength for them to attend the game yesterday, knowing their son should have been part of that team.
Yes, yeah, you're right, Larry. You know, I mean, I don't think we could comprehend at all how Anthony or Rin would feel. You know, it wasn't planned yesterday for them originally to come down, but they felt so strongly that they wanted to be with the boys when they released the balloons out into the field, which was just the Year 7s and the parents and by themselves.
Yeah. Steve, what sort of impact has this had on the local community? I mean, there must be such a sense of shock that something like this, something so awful could happen to these gorgeous little kids that are so innocent.
Yes, you're right. The Scarborough Junior Footy Club's a family footy club, community-based, and it's not just touched our Year 7 team, but it's touched the whole club. And you know, people that have been there from past times to now, it's just been absolutely devastating for the whole club, and obviously the club's just pulling together and trying to be there for one another as a family club.
Yeah, exactly. Well, listen, we appreciate you all joining us this morning, and our sympathies are with all of the family and friends, all of you at the moment. It's just such an awful situation. And just on a personal note, Sister Philomene Tiernan was on board the flight. She was a nun at my old school, and I knew her, Sister Phil. She was the most gentle, divine woman. So sad. She lived such a wonderful life.
So you went to the service yesterday?
I did. I went to a mass, a memorial mass. It was very uplifting, actually. And as with these people, you know, you get together at times like this. You talk about her, you know, because everybody's in shock. And, you know, as a journo covering it, when you know someone in it, it makes it just
Because you didn't know,
So
you
much
did,
more
of course, the
horrendous.
extensive rolling coverage on Friday. You didn't know at that point.
No, not at all. I heard on Friday afternoon. So thoughts going to everybody across the country grieving today. It is just beyond awful.